everyone, my name is CohhCarnage and I'm here with another thoughts video. Now what these videos are my brief thoughts on what I think about a game that I've completed, or in some cases not completed, but in this case, completed. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning. Persona 5 is a game that I skipped. I skipped this game. I was not really planning on playing it. When it came out, I decided early after watching just a few minutes of various other streamers that it wasn't for me. The little bit that I watched of this game showed me that it was kind of like a social simulator, a lot of high school drama. I really was not that interested at all, to be honest. And because of that, I actually prioritized other games in 2017, the year that it came out. And in fact, I made it through the entire year without ever playing it. Because honestly, I thought it wasn't a big deal. So I just kind of kept on going with it. However, what happened is not only did many members of my community emphatically recommend it, but also some other key streamers played it and recommended it as well. When 2018 rolled around, I made a pledge to myself to try new games that are outside of my comfort zone, games that I may have looked at and I said, you know what, I may have passed this originally, but maybe I should give it a try. And I ended up trying Persona 5. As my first Persona game, Persona 5 showed me what you can do in terms of putting in an RPG mechanic to a very interesting social setting. I was not expecting the time management mechanics. I was not expecting the depth of Persona customization. I was not expecting the great voice acting and good characters. Here's what I'll say. If you look at Persona 5 and you say to yourself, this doesn't look like my jam, or if you watch a little bit of it and you say, maybe this isn't for me, here's what I'm going to say. You should still try it. There are so many things in Persona 5 that appeal to such a large and varied audience that it is almost impossible, in my opinion, to not find at least something that you would like in this game. I was pretty disillusioned when I first started it. In fact, if you go back and look at the beginning of my Persona playthrough, I don't use this word often. I don't. But I was actually cringing during the intro. If you watch my first P5 videos, I was sitting there watching it going, oh, I don't think this is for me. This is a little tough. Like I seriously went into the game with negative opinions of it. While playing the game, over the 135-hour playthrough that we did, a large amount of things happened. One, I realized how deep the RPG mechanics were in this game. Persona 5 has an extremely deep set of mechanics, be it with the different weapons and inventory items you're using, be it between the personas and the different synergies that you can use with them, be it making sure the right skills are on the right personas, be it synergizing your party with the different characters you have. There is an extremely deep RPG experience in this game. Then on top of that, you have the kind of loot and money system then tied into the Persona system that lets you then grow and customize those. Then on top of that, you have the good voice acting, the damn decent story, the really fun and interesting characters. Here's what I'm going to say about Persona 5. Again, I go back to the beginning of what I said earlier. Even if this doesn't seem like a game for you, I would say look through my playthrough, look at other people playing the game. Persona games are something special. Then I've definitely missed them. Persona 5 was my first Persona game, and it was so damn decent that I'm actually considering going back and looking at previous ones just to see if they hold muster to this one. Not only that, but I can tell you right now that also thanks to Persona 5, there's absolutely no question that I will be trying to play Persona 6 as early as I possibly can. Also, by the way, chat is saying this, and I have to mention this. The music. There are so many fantastically memorable tracks in Persona 5. I caught myself humming tracks from Persona, and I didn't even realize it was from Persona multiple times during this playthrough. And that's rare to happen for one song in one game, let alone multiple tracks from one game. That blew my mind. At one point, it even got to the point that my wife asked me what I was humming, because I was humming it so much, and I had to think about it before I told her where it was from. It was pretty impressive. So again, I don't want these thoughts videos to be too long. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But the one thing that I want to kind of stress is this is what a Persona 5, this is what people need to know about Persona 5. I didn't think this game would be good. I entered this game not expecting much. As a gamer that likes games, but not necessarily a Persona fan, I'd never played one before, and I wasn't expecting much. I spent 135 hours in this game. And I loved every single minute. Not only that, but thankfully I was able to hold my composure because the ending was tough. I almost shed a single manly tear during the ending. Just saying. The game does a very good job at connecting you to the people in it. An impressive job, I might even add. And I'm going to end this by finally saying, as Chad has been telling me the entire time, I never saw it coming. From beginning to end, I never saw it coming. And even now, it's very, just like any good series, just like any game you spend 100 hours in, just like when you get to the end of any series on Netflix or any show and you spent multiple seasons with these people, it doesn't even matter if you really like them. They're your friends. And it's sad to say goodbye. So, anyway, it's a great game. I very much recommend it. And I hope you give it a chance because it's been really fun. And if you've watched this playthrough, I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in Persona 6. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. And thank you for your time. See you then.